Okay. Now I know that a lot of people thought that they were going to get raptured up this week. Was it this week? Last week. And people sold all their belongings. This guy here sold his car, and he said that his license was due in September, but he won't need it because he was going to meet Jesus. But this next story, it just tells you the state, the mentality of people in America, and it's at this point, I'm I never knew that there were such fucking mentally unstable people in America, like a multitude, okay? So when the scripture said that um broad is the road leading off into destruction, and narrow is the road leading to salvation, this comes to mind. I'm gonna play this, so it's not even about this guy right here, but the bride is flying in September. I can't wait to see my King Jesus. By the way, my driver's license expires in September, so it's just like perfect timing. I'm gonna see Jesus. Are you not excited? Tell me you're excited to see Jesus. Tell me right now.
I gave CPS custody of my 6 children because of the rapture. And if children are God's chosen people, then them being in CPS custody is not going to stop them from going to heaven. Am I going to fight for custody of my children back? Absolutely not. That's not my problem anymore. That is CPS's problem. And I honestly don't know why I didn't give up custody of them sooner, because I've honestly been living my best life.
This woman just said giving up her 6 children.
This is the story I'm talking about. What really trips me out is the fact that these people think there's something so special about them that the God in heaven is going to rapture them up to heaven. You just gave your children away to CPS to raise your children because you felt you were getting raptured, because there was something so mega special about you that God would rapture you up, and not your children, your 6 children. The amount of narcissism that I see in people that think that they only are going to be chosen, they're so special and they're so chosen by God that they are going to be raptured up to Jesus Christ in heaven, but her 6 children are not. And that she's happy that she gave her children to CPS. Now, negating the fact that she's probably the only person that these children know or been around. I don't even know how she interacted with her children. But the fact that you gave your children up to CPS because you personally thought you were getting raptured up because you're so fucking magnificent and you're so special unto Jesus Christ in heaven that you left your children to be cared for by CPS. And I know there were a lot of white people that felt they were better than any other race of people and felt they were also getting raptured up, and that for somehow, because they have pale ass fucking skin, that they are better than other races of people and that Jesus chose them basically based on their skin tone. Because I've heard things like that too by a lot of the people that said they were being raptured up to Jesus. Let that sink in. Let that sink in that they thought because of their skin tone, which you have no control over, you come into this world being whatever the fuck you're going to be, right? Whatever race you're going to be. Because I believe in reincarnation. This is me personally. And I don't think you have control as to what race you're coming into this world in. But somehow you personally are more special than anybody else because you have fucking milk colored skin. I'm I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say anymore because the most ridiculous shit people think and believe it astounds me. And this is where I believe. I believe there's a divine creator. This is just me speaking for myself. But my divine creator expects accountability. My divine creator expects some type of common sense. Because a lot of these people sold all their belongings. Earlier in this video, a man said that he had a 6-figure job in tech and he felt that he wouldn't need any of that money anymore because he gave it away because somehow he's better than the people he gave the money to. Somehow he's so chosen. So he sold his house, he sold his cars, he drained his bank account, his 401k and all those things, and he gave the money away. But it's the arrogance for me in thinking that you are so special and nobody else is as special as you, that you sell everything because you just know in your heart of hearts that you are the chosen. The arrogance of it all. It's the fucking arrogance of it all. One time I was in a gym. I'm just going to give you this story. And an Asian man, it was after a workout, and an Asian man came, got in because there was a jacuzzi in the gym. So the jacuzzi had saunas, a jacuzzi, and a pool at this particular gym. And I'm in the jacuzzi. And we got on the topic of, like what we believed and things like that. And I said, well, I believe in reincarnation, but I also believe in a divine creator. And he asked me, so does your divine creator, because he was a Christian. He was a Asian Christian man. And he said, does your God, do you believe that your God is going to take you to heaven? And I said, no. And he asked me, well, what do I believe? And I said, well, what I believe is this. The reason why I serve my God, or I try to control or guide my own steps with the help of God, is because I don't want to disappoint my God. And because I know the magnificence and the power of this true creator, in my opinion, my true creator, that even if there was no hope of heaven, which I don't believe in anyways, and all that happened to me if I passed away in this lifetime, I would still feel a sense of security knowing, this is me telling him, I would feel a sense of security knowing that I served God in the best of my ability in this lifetime, and that I abided by what karmic law is in the universe, and that I didn't try to purposely harm people, and that even, like I said, even if I had no prospect of reincarnation or what people call going to heaven or whatever the case may be, I would still have a clear conscience and a clear heart, knowing that I did my best as a human being towards other people. Do we all fall short? Do we all, sometimes we have bad attitudes? We might cuss people out here and there, but for the most part, I I know that I'm doing the right things. I'm not purposely out there harming people. Okay? And that's what I told him. And he's like, that's really a lot of food for thought. Yeah, I'm like, people think that they're going to win the biggest prize, right? That's the arrogance of believing in your God, to think you're going to win the most grand prize. You're going to heaven, the pearly gates, the streets are made of rubies and emeralds and da 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 da, and you think you're so special that that's where you're headed to. You think you're headed to that, when you might just only be headed to death and a grave. And if you knew that there's a possibility that all you were going to get after this lifetime is death and a grave, I hope that you personally have made have made what's the word, a reckoning with your God. Because it's a possibility that's all you get in this lifetime. You live this lifetime, and you're supposed to do the best you can with other people, human beings just like yourself. Take your skin tone away from it. Take your gender away from it. Take your, whatever, what's the word I'm looking for? All the different variables as a human being away from it. Did you treat your fellow man with respect and with care and not trying to harm them? Your conscience. Not just when you thought you were going to get raptured up and gave away all your fucking possessions and your money because you thought you were going to win this major prize from Jesus Christ. But I'm talking about an everyday account. Like, are you trying to do the best you can? We all fall short. I mean, given that, right? But if you had a conversation with God today, your God today, would your conscience be clear? No rapture, no big prize looking you in the face. Would you personally feel that you could look your God in the face? That's just my question. For all of Maga, Christians, white nationalists, and all these people, if you really believed in God or Jesus Christ, could you go look Jesus Christ in the face and say, I did the best of my ability. I tried to do what you told me to do, which was love my God with all my heart. And second commandment, love your neighbor as yourself. People around you as yourself. Not trying to harm them. Could you look God in the face? Could you look your Jesus Christ in the face? That's my question.